My name is Akiko Kawano Jones. I'm teaching right now is teaching Japanese language and then cultures at the Bowling Green University. This is my 40th year of teaching, and I started out in 1983, my first year. But I actually officially retired 2 years ago. I think I was very lucky, to have a great parents. My mother is the daughter of the priest, so she knows a lot about the Japanese culture and then the Japanese way of living. And then my father was a businessman, so I learned. When I came to the United States in 1970, that the funny questions I was asked by the little kids is I heard that you live in a paper house. And how could you live in a paper house when it rains, or do you have a cars, So now, who would ask me that we have a cars in Japan, right? Because we have filled with the Japanese cars here, right? So in those days, in 70s, the Japan was just really going for the Western things. So when I was young, in 20s, everything American things are great, right? So so I in a way I missed it, but I don't think that the Japan was that well known by the American, Americans or anybody in the world, right? In 70s, just to think about 70s, so the beginning of the 70s to 75 until the Honda came, to the Ohio, When I left, in 70s, my great friends, envy me. Oh, you are going to America. It's nice. But now they don't envy me. They sometimes feel sorry for me. I know, sometimes you say that when you go to other countries and you really, learn, how wonderful that, your own country is, and certainly I experienced, In the 20s, when I was here, I kind of tried to learn, all the things in American things. And also, I never thought I would stay here forever, right? So I would go back. So I was trying to see as much as possible America, in 3 or 4 years, And then I started, of course, teaching Japanese, So I kind of learned more Japanese culture, the Japanese, kind of a culture behind the language too. Some of the languages in the Japanese I was speaking when I was in Japan is just not much of the meaning, but now it really meant a lot, right? So I kind of learned it, Then, but I love both countries, I really love both countries.